What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Sunday. You are listening to the Get Right Radio Show with the baddest bitch on the block, Eric Devante. Kelvin is running a little late. Public transportation can be a bit shisty, as we've discussed in the past. But, you got the baddest bitch on the block, so what more could you ask for? Well, I could ask that Kelvin was here, but it's all good. It's all good. Happy Sunday, hoes. And I would like to say that I am so excited that this is my first Get Right Radio show as a 28-year-old bad bitch. So come on. Yeah, very much the energy. Very much the energy. And I'm super excited for this Sunday just because I feel like I wasn't here last week. Kelvin and I were off. He was in Indiana and I think I was recovering from my birthday dinner. I didn't get too lit. So, shout outs to the kid because y'all know if you partied with me, I could give it up. Nasty. But I'm trying to make a more conscious effort to, control my drinking and know my limits. Just because as I get older, I realize my body is not built to handle my shenanigans like it once was. So yes, it feels great to be back in the studio. And I guess while I'm here, even though I know Kelvin's going to ask again, I can talk to you guys about my birthday festivities. But before I get into that, speaking of birthdays, today would have been the 43rd birthday of my absolute fave, Aaliyah. So I'm going to have some Aaliyah instrumentals in the background and we're going to rock out. Yes. Didn't it create a vibe, a mood? Real nasty. Love that. So yes, my week has been really good, actually. Shout outs to everyone that came and, showed me some birthday love or sent messages or sent gifts or whatever you did. Thank you so much. All the love was felt and appreciated. What did I do? Okay, so last Thursday, I went to the club. Shout outs to my friends, Dwayne and James, who are real troopers for coming out with me to the club on a Thursday night because, these bitches be working from the break of dawn to the sun drops. So shout outs to them. We went to Chapel for Classique, which, I love a party. And if you throw a bunch of niggas in there, bitch, I cannot be contained. And that night I couldn't be contained either. So we went out and it started off really cute. It was a little bit of a slow moment. I was wondering, I'm like, is this black night? Is this Negro night? Because I'm not seeing no niggas. But then as the night progressed, then the black people started to funnel in. And by the time that they started to funnel in, baby, I was on the decline, okay? Because I'm one of those people, like, I'm cool, but like I try and pace myself until the party picks up because I tend to exert a lot of energy. The ass shaking, the touching the ankles and shit. Like, you got to pace these things. So by the time they came in, I was on like my 6th shot of Honey Jack. Then apparently people were buying me drinks at the bar. Don't ask me who. Don't ask me what. I consumed it though. And then what happened from there? Yeah, you see, I'm really trying to piece it all together for y'all, but like, bitch, I died. I had 2 Long Island iced teas. I don't know what the hold is that Long Island iced teas has on me. I blame my mother, though, because every time we would go out, she would get that, and then she would ask for an extra shot. And I didn't realize how lit she was trying to get. But now that I'm older, we need to unpack some things, Mom. We need to unpack some things because the way that Long Island's is meant to kill the girls, so I had that. I remember being in the club, like shaking ass. And then I heard Pussy Good by Jackie O. Bitch, that is a hidden, forgotten gem. Shout out to Dwayne for putting me on. And you don't hear that too often in the club. So for me to hear that on my birthday night, oh, bitch, you know. So then I was walking around surveying the scene, talking to the niggas, but I was trying to keep a calm presentation about myself. I don't know how y'all are when y'all are drunk, but I'm like one of those people that are like, Eric, please do not be sloppy and do not say anything stupid. Like, those are my 2 biggest fears when I'm drinking. Not because I get sloppy, but sometimes I do feel like I overspeak when I drink. So I just be trying to be in my head like, girl, shut up, shut the fuck up, just smile and look cute, okay? So we did that, left the club, went to get pizza. Shout outs to friends of the show and my friends as well, Lavelle and Mimi, for pulling up. It was so much love that night. We left to get pizza. I remember getting pizza briefly, and then apparently I almost fell asleep in the pizza, but I was like giving myself a pep talk, telling myself, you got this, bitch. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because I know me. I will faint at the drop of a dime, and then all of a sudden my friends have to drag me back to the car, which kind of happened after that. But, you know, it's the fact that I'm trying to take the initiative. That's the growth for me. That is 27 going into 28-year-old Eric. So yeah, essentially I was walked back to the car, and then I saw this video the next day of just me being drunk, trying to get into my apartment, and unlocking the door for myself, and then just passing out on the bed. It gave very whatever was in one of those drinks should not have been consumed, but I wasn't roofied. I know this for a fact. I didn't feel any type of way. I just drank too much. So that was Thursday night. Then I went to work the next day, and girl, I was miserable. I got there 2.5 hours late, and y'all know it takes nothing for me to quit a job. I was about to say, girl, fuck this. Look, I can't do this anymore. I was going to text my boss this, but I was like, Eric, hey, sweetie, you know how you were able to pay for this birthday weekend? How about you don't quit the job? So once again, grow. And then I got through that shift. Saturday, I went to Saddle Ranch with my friends, and you know, one of my favorite movies of all time is Coyote Ugly. And I got my life. It was a Western themed restaurant. All of my friends showed up. I mean, some people couldn't be there, but like the amount of people that were there, I felt very fulfilled. So I didn't even eat at that damn restaurant. I was so busy trying to be like a good host and walk around the table that I got like 6 chicken wings and ate 3 of them. But people kept buying me drinks. So shout out to my bitch Pinky. I don't remember who else got me inebriated that night doing the Lord's work. Then the bouncer at the club was like, oh, I'll pay for your first bull ride since it's your birthday. And you know, I love free shit from a nigga. I mean, I love language. So then I got on the bull in my all leather type of outfit. It was so cute. Go to my IG if you did not see that outfit, because bitch, I ate that up and left nothing for the orphans. Yeah, so we did some bull riding. All my friends got on the bull for the most part. And then, you know, went home and slept like a baby. It was a great, great birthday weekend. So yeah, no complaints on my end. I don't know what I've been up to since. I feel like I've been recuperating. I don't know if y'all have experienced this mostly on your birthdays, but like social media anxiety or like social media overload is a real thing. Like, I'm so appreciative of all the people that like comment on things and send me messages and all that stuff. But because I do social media on a daily basis, it is very overwhelming. And I feel this immense pressure to try and like respond to birthday messages just so people don't feel like I'm ungrateful or like I don't appreciate them reaching out. But bitch, I had to take many hiatus. Like, I posted in my story. I didn't even put captions on half them videos. I was just like, look, story post. But like, yeah, I don't know. But, you know, I did get some really good gifts. A friend of mine gave me a little Kim patch for my denim jacket. And bitch, you know how I feel about Auntie Kim. I do not play. So, yeah, all in all, no complaints. Great birthday. And what have I done since then? I feel like I've really just been on hibernation. But shout outs to the good news, because your favorite podcast is going to Dallas, Texas in like a week and a half for a radio themed event that's hosted by like 2 Black owned radio business owners. There's better terminology there. I'm just not getting it right now. But I'm really excited about that. Shout out to the good news. The good news got money. Okay, they paid for us to go. Shout out to the good news. And I'm really excited to be like, not a Houston hottie, but like a Dallas hottie, unless we make our way to Houston. Bitch, have y'all seen the niggas in Houston? Dallas, Texas, have y'all seen them? Girl, they be eating. And those is my type of niggas. I love a man that look like he could put away a rack of ribs. So it's looking like a great January for me. I will say Valentine's Day is coming up, and this is when the girls start to get real niggerish. This is when they start to wear their matching pajamas and shit. This is when they start to like throw that shit in your face that you ain't got no man or no woman, no nothing. But it's all good. It's all good. It's on the horizon. So shout out to everyone. I hope your 2022 is off to a great start. Make sure that you are setting intentions. Make sure you are writing lists of things that you want to see for yourself in the new year. And do not let anybody hold you back. Do not let your own insecurities get in the way. You know, every year we start off with this whole 2022 or 2023, 2024 is my year. Every year could be your year if you make it your year. And that does not mean you are not going to deal with hardships in each of these years, but have the drive to just go for what you want. Don't let these bitches slow you down, and don't doubt your gifts, because there's a lot of successful bitches that are not as good as you are, but they believe in themselves more than you do. So let that sink in. Let that sink in. I am preaching. You better go off, bitch. So yeah, really make this year stamp for you. You know, get closer with your friends, your family. Shit, with all the COVID happenings and all the other things taking place in the world, like really connect. You know, if you love somebody, tell them. Reach out to your family. Shit, go. You want to take a dance class? Take a dance class. Like this year, we are living in our purpose and we are having fun, and we are not worried about what the next person has to say about what we're doing. Too much power, way too much power. So yeah. While I wait for Kelvin to arrive, hold on. It's not COVID. I'm about to cough though. Fuck you, bitches that still thought it was COVID. You girls are hateful. And for now, I am going to get into Bitch You Better Read while I wait for Kelvin. He said he put these in order and I'm not seeing it. Hold on, y'all. Let me find these sound effects. I do not see it. Oh, that's why. What's my favorite word? Yes! All right, y'all. So, number one, I ain't gonna scream because Kelvin's supposed to do that. A man claims that COVID shrunk his penis by 1.5 inches. All right. Well, you know, these are the times. Why not shoot your shot and explain why your dick is not that big? An anonymous man claims his penis has shrunk 1.5 inches as a side effect from COVID-19. The man revealed on the How to Do It podcast about the side effects he experienced after contracting the virus and said his penis size has gone down to average size. He says, in July of last year, I contracted COVID and was very sick. When I got out of the hospital, I had some erectile dysfunction issues, he explained. He continued to say the erectile dysfunction gradually got better with some medical attention, but I seemed to be left with a lasting problem, he confessed. Before I got sick, my penis was above average. Not huge, but definitely bigger than normal. Now I've lost about 1.5 inches and become decidedly less than average. Due to the change in size, the man said his experience has caused his self-confidence. Due to the change in size, the man said his experience has caused his self-confidence and asked for help regarding the issue. Whoever wrote this article, you did not proofread it. It shouldn't really matter, but it has had a profound impact on my self-confidence and my abilities in bed. I know you can't give me back my missing length and girth, but I was wondering if you could give me any advice on what to do now. Previous reports have confirmed that erectile and penile issues have been listed as a rare side effect of the coronavirus. I would like to say at the start of this that Nicki Minaj definitely spoke about like one of her cousins or like her uncles or someone back in Trinidad having like testicular issues as a result of COVID. I don't know if it was like his balls shrinking or like growing or his dick shrinking. I don't remember what it was. And everyone was just like, including Don Lemon was just like, you know, there's no proof in that. Correlation does not equal causation and all this shit. But sound like Nicki's uncle, cousin, nephew knew what the fuck he was talking about. I mean, I really don't know. That's a gag that COVID is shrinking the girl's dick. To any men that I have, please wear your mask. Because, baby, I'm not dealing with this. You know, now, if you already start off with boyfriend dick, we're talking like a good solid 6.5 inches. Don't you dare go down to 5. What the fuck am I gonna do with that? Suck a ring pop? Look, I don't like that. I don't like that. And I mean, granted, we cannot control who gets COVID and how it affects their bodies. But what I'm telling you is you better wear a fucking mask. I know that's right. So, yeah, I don't know what you do. He's asking for advice on what to do now. I would say keep fucking. Maybe wear a condom. If COVID is giving you testicular issues, I don't know how that like may translate into your actual skin and your blood flow. So for the sake of protecting yourself and others, I would say wear a condom because the girls like to go raw. Understandable, but wrap that shit up, shorty. And keep fucking. I mean, if your dick is smaller, I done. Maybe if you were one of those dudes that was like overhyping your performance or overhyping your size because you said that you were bigger than average, maybe let the sex talk and not yourself, because now you've lost 1.5 inches of dick. So I wouldn't brag about that. Some dudes are very, oh, my dick is big. You can handle this. Well, you lost 1.5 inches, sweetie. So I don't know how big it is at this point. But, ladies and gentlemen, my favorite person in the world is here, Calvin.
Hey, hoes.
Care to hop on StreamYard?
It was a struggle this morning. Yes, I'll hop on the stream, the yard.
You look cute, though.
Thank you. It's the first thing that was on top. You look cute, too. I see you. So you didn't lose 1.5 inches.
No, she only expanded. God is good. Amen. But yes, so we hopped into Bitch You Better Read. We just got through number 1, but how has your week been?
My week's been good. First I want to say thank you everybody that reached out to me this last week and a half while I was gone, and all your prayers and all your kind words. They really do mean a whole lot to me. I really, 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 really do appreciate that. Come on with If Your Girl Only Knew background. I'm doing really good though. Today was a good day. This week has been a good week. I'm trying to think what did I do this week. Did I do anything that made me feel like, oh my gosh, I'm about to like run off into the wilderness?
Run off into the wilderness.
Yeah, I didn't have anything that shocked me this week.
Well, how was Indiana?
Cold. Oh my gosh. You know, when you're away for so long, you forget what real cold feels like. Because in LA, we get a little cold and we're like, oh, it's a little bare.
It must be some clovers in the atmosphere.
Oh
right.
God, it's so cold. Eric, it was 13 degrees.
You did say it was going to be cold.
It was 13 degrees in the daytime. At nighttime was 5.
I would have been miserable. Did you pack like I saw you packing?
Yes.
You took all those things?
Oh, yes, I did.
Those things were not meant for the winter.
But I also put like coats and over jackets and stuff like that. I had a big coat. I had my pea coat.
Okay.
Which only comes out when I go home.
Okay.
So, yeah. But like the cold. I am excited because I did see snow for the first time in like 3 years.
Really?
Yes. And I was like a kid out there kicking up the snow.
That's cute.
Thank God I didn't get sick. Knock on this brick.
Right.
I didn't get sick, so I'm happy about that.
Okay.
But home was good. It was good to see my family. It was good to see the people. Got to talk to my country cousins from Mississippi.
Oh, cute.
My cousins from Mississippi. So we're going down there to Mississippi for the family reunion in July.
Okay.
Because we're going to meet them.
I love that.
We talk about how the big city is. So our kids down there. Because kids need somebody to look up to.
Right.
I don't know they're going to look up to me. Podcast. They're like, I don't know about that.
Right.
But the kids want to talk to me.
Maybe bring them out here.
My country cousins?
Yes.
From Mississippi out here? In the big city?
Yes. Why not?
Okay.
My family's from Henderson, North Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Very small.
Yeah. I don't even know part of Mississippi we're from. They didn't even tell me. They said from Mississippi.
That's so interesting.
And like 3 of my first ladies. So I don't know if they're really going to.
Real Faith Evans.
Okay. Never knew.
My grandfather lives in Mississippi.
Does he? You should visit him.
We ain't close.
Okay.
I don't want to visit him. Yeah.
I'm excited about next weekend though.
What's next? Oh, is it next weekend?
Yeah. The 29th, right?
But today's the 16th.
Oh, the weekend after next.
I'm about to say that's not enough days.
Did you talk about your birthday?
I did.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I'm sad I missed it.
It's okay. There will be more.
I was naked. I seen your nipples were out.
Oh, I'm about to say I actually had clothes on Thursday, not so much, but on Saturday I had a full outfit on. The only thing that was like out was my face and my hands.
Your nipples were out.
It was a sheer shirt.
It was a sheer shirt,
but I was still covered.
Your nipple ring could have ripped that shirt.
I don't have a nipple ring.
If Janet Jackson.
You know, I like to give a little sex appeal, and 28 is older, so I got to get sexier.
And then you had those liquid leggings on.
The what?
Liquid leggings. I seen you with your liquid leggings and your net shirt. I was watching.
Were you?
I was.
Oh, I hope you enjoyed.
I said, oh, okay, Eric.
Look, baby.
Give the girls what they need.
Those leather pants are it for me. I don't know if I could wear them in the summer because my thighs, but like, shout out to American Vintage. Very excited about that purchase.
I had chaps I was going to wear.
Did you?
I did.
So we have to find another function where you can wear the chaps.
Chaps and just the jock strap.
I feel like that would have been a lot.
I feel like they would have been like, oh, welcome in.
There were kids there. Okay.
Kids have butt cracks too. Kids have butt cracks. I don't know why everybody's like, oh, there's kids there. Kids have butt cracks.
They do. And they need to see someone embrace their butt crack.
Yeah.
Right.
So when they get older, they can embrace their butt cracks. Shout out to Lizzo.
Yes.
Embracing her butt crack.
Right.
So the kids can embrace their butt crack.
Really setting the foundation for the future.
Yeah.
Would you have shaved?
No.
Really?
Actually, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because nobody wants to see a hairy booty.
No. Well,
you see,
there's an audience.
Because there is an audience.
There's an audience.
But also, this is such a tangent. And
Okay.
I was already late. And I don't want to just get on the tangent.
You're okay.
Because
what's the tangent?
How we treat people that aren't, quote unquote, attractive to us versus the people that are attracted to us and what the things they can wear is ridiculous.
Oh, the double standard?
The double standard.
That's fair.
Because like how Lizzo had her ass out at the basketball game, but Rihanna can have her cheeks out and no one says anything. Or Sweetie can have her cheeks out and nobody says anything.
I feel like presentation also has to do with it. I mean, you raise a valid point, and I'm not going to negate it. I just think that like there's a difference between Rihanna's subtlety and having her ass out, and Lizzo shaking it like a salt shaker with her ass out. But I feel like she would still get that same scrutiny, even if she were to just like walk in.
No.
Who, Lizzo?
Who, Lizzo or Rihanna?
No, Lizzo would still get the same scrutiny if she would. Yeah.
Yeah, but Rihanna wouldn't.
No.
Double standard.
It is a double standard. But I mean,
let the big girls have their fun.
I agree. They should definitely have their fun.
I like my girls, BBW. They kind of want to suck you dry to make some lunch with you. For you.
When's the last girl you dabbled with?
Huh?
When's the last girl you dabbled with?
What are you talking about?
Because you said you love BBW.
Yeah.
So when's the last time?
Last time I what?
Indulged in a BBW.
What do you mean,
or any
like,
woman.
Indulgent.
Sexually.
Like, what do you mean? Oh, wow. Wow. I can't say I know when. Oh, I've been here the whole time.
You've been here the whole time. They hear you. Now they see you.
Wow. There's I.
But answer the question. When's the last time you indulged in a woman, let alone a BBW?
I've never.
Oh. I thought you did have sex with a woman before.
Oh, no. Oh, who do you think I am?
Well,
what type of hoe do you take me for?
You did get a little loose when you were younger.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't lose my virginity. I was 18 in Core Lodge.
Mm.
The music stopped because that's the truth.
You said what?
The music paused because it was the truth.
Okay. Yeah. Silence on the truth.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you talking about that man that had lost an inch and a half on his dick?
Yes.
How'd he know?
I guess he measured it.
Who measures your dick daily?
Men.
What men?
There are men. Men that have nothing else to offer other than sex and dick do that.
I don't think I've measured since like maybe high school.
I've never
when
put
that was
a
like
ruler
thing,
to it.
Like you had like, oh, like yeah, like high school. So how do you know you lost an inch and a half?
Did you put a ruler to it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, then that's how he knows.
Well, where's it? Do you have a ruler in your home?
No, but I also have never measured by ruler.
Yeah.
Have I used my hands? Yes.
What type of measurement is that?
Not a specific one.
Yes, at all. Yo, how big is it? About my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, how big is your hand?
Big enough.
That's stupid.
I also was not promoting, nor have I ever. No, I think I have sent a picture like that to someone once, and I think I was in college. I think I couldn't even figure out the angle.
I hate the comparison pictures. Don't send me the comparison pictures. Don't put it next to
Lysol.
Glade.
Not Glade.
Don't put it next to the Glade or the Auto Germex.
Mm-hmm. I just hope it doesn't make contact with your skin.
That's not sexy.
That's how you lose 1.5
with the Germex.
If it touches you.
That's how he lost his 1.5?
No, he just had COVID.
Oh yeah,
allegedly.
Him and Nikki's cousin's friend.
I was telling the girls Nikki was on to something.
She may have been on to something.
She was on to something, but I don't know. Like, I guess that's how you would know. You would measure.
But like, how would you? Did you look down and be like, damn? I think it's lost an inch and a half.
1.5 inches seems significant.
1.5 inches is actually a lot.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, an inch and a half is a whole lot.
Because if you're 8 inches and then you find yourself at 6.5, that's noticeable.
That's very noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually detrimental.
And now his performance has been affected. Not necessarily because, it'd be the biggest big dick niggas that don't know what's going on because they're just satisfied with it being big. That doesn't mean you're good sexually.
But is his performance hurting because he's not confident anymore?
Yes, and his confidence has dropped, apparently, according to him.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Poor man. We mustn't have much to begin with.
I mean, he said he was above average.
So now he's average.
So I'm guessing he was like maybe 7.
I need exact measurements. You cannot make a claim that you lost an inch and a half,
right,
and then not say how big it is.
So essentially, you're saying he needs to start his OnlyFans and lead with that story first.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to see before and after pictures.
I think that's fair. You know, if you're gonna bring us into this, then you need
is he
to.
suing someone?
No, he's not suing anybody. Okay. He's just talking about how COVID now messed with his self-confidence and his ability to perform.
Yeah, because I would say, like, if he's gonna say that, then he needs to have evidence. I need to see a before and an after picture because I just can't go off hearsay.
Right.
What's his name? I'll DM him.
He actually doesn't have a name in this article.
Excuse me, sir. Mr. Inchless. Mr. Inchless.
You are
We
cruel.
need to see before and after pictures to make sure that this is not a hoax. That this is not a
hoax.
Yes. That this is not something that you're making up. We need to see proof.
Right. Of course. Well, I don't know. To this man who decided to remain anonymous in this, which is actually very smart. I hope that for some reason, you know, on your better health days, it just pops back out. Imagine if he's like uncircumcised and then like extra skin just wrapped it all up.
Oh my gosh.
And then like on like the first day of summer, it comes like whoop.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be weird.
Well, maybe it is hibernating.
I wish this man's name wasn't here so I could avoid him. Number two. Britney Spears and Jamie Lynn Spears continue to exchange heated words online. After speculations of beef between Britney Spears and Jamie Lynn Spears, the sisters confirmed things aren't happy-go-lucky with a series of online exchanges. Britney first threw a couple of paragraphs her sister's way following Jamie's Good Morning America interview earlier this week. Jamie spoke about her new memoir and gave insight about her relationship with Britney and her former conservatorship. So Jamie says this about the memoir. There was no like me overseeing funds or something like that. And if that was it, it was a misunderstanding. But either way, I took no steps to be a part of it, Jamie told ABC News' Juju Chung in footage released on Wednesday.
Juju.
Come on, Juju. During the interview, Jamie declined to comment on Britney's present mental health state. This came after Juju pointed out Jamie's description of Britney's behavior leading up to the conservatorship as erratic, paranoid, and spiraling. I'm allowed to say how I felt in those moments because that matters. It matters that I was in pain, Jamie said. Britney then responded to the interview saying, okay, well, Britney wasn't feeling her sister's press stop stories and made that crystal clear. Britney took to social media to slam Jamie's comments following the release of the exclusive interview. She was never around me much 15 years ago at that time. So why are they even talking about that unless she wants to sell a book at my expense? Really, Britney wrote, and then she did a spin like she does on her IG videos. Britney also commented, I'm just playing, that's not an article. Britney also commented on feeling slighted by Jamie remixing her songs because Jamie never had to work for anything. She also didn't hold back about her distaste for her entire family. Britney says, my family ruined my dreams 100 billion%, and try to make me look like the crazy one while I have a 104 fever, not being able to move in my bed, Britney wrote. My family loves to pull me down and hurt me always, so I am disgusted with them. I mean, right now, this is the first time that we're getting like slightly stable Britney mentally since the conservatorship. So, I mean, of course, there's going to be things to be said. And then on top of it, we are just now getting an inside look at Britney's dysfunctional family. I mean, they all small town white people, so it's a little backwoods. But, you know, I'm really hoping for healing for Britney. Jamie, I mean, ever since Zoe 101, it's not like I know shit about you. But, you know, she did a good job as Zoe, so she had to work for that. But I don't know how she got that role, so honestly, I don't know.
Britney?
Probably off the back of Britney. Yeah.
They probably want Britney to have a show, and it's like, no, give it to my sister.
Yeah, because Britney wasn't doing Zoe 101.
No, I think it's sad that to see siblings fight like this. Any family fight like this. You know, at the end of the day, family is important. But if they did Britney dirty, then Britney has every right to talk out. And I think that Britney has a point. You're trying to sell a book. Like 15 years ago, she was what? 15?
Who?
Jamie Lynn.
Oh, probably.
So like she wasn't around. She probably didn't know exactly everything that was going on with Britney's life. She probably seen her getting the ambulance. She seen all the other stuff, but she didn't know that what was going on behind the scenes that caused these things to happen.
Right.
Or they probably didn't give her a round idea of what a conservatorship was when she was 16, because that probably happened the time around there. I didn't know what a conservatorship was. So I was 21 when I found out Britney was Underwood, you know?
Yeah.
So I think Brittany has a point, and I think that Jamie Lynn is probably using it this time to push this book and the narrative of it. If you say in the book that she was acting erratic, inspiring, those are probably things that you picked up from your parents.
Mhm.
Those aren't things that a 16-year-old would notice. You may be like, my sister's acting a little strange, but what exactly is it?
Right.
I wouldn't pinpoint those things.
Yeah.
So I think Brittany has the point.
Maybe Jamie has a more extensive vocabulary than you did.
She's from Mississippi.
Stop. What if your cousins were listening to this?
They would say, what's extensive?
Number 3.
No. They would say, what's extensive?
Tiffany Haddish was arrested for a DUI in Georgia.
They would say,
stop.
Number 3.
You are a mess.
I love my cousins from Mississippi.
Tiffany Haddish was arrested for a DUI in Georgia after allegedly falling asleep behind the wheel. Oh, relatable content if I had a nickel. Tiffany, I'm just playing. Stop. I don't claim that. Tiffany Haddish was arrested for all right, skipping. Tiffany Haddish was taken into custody Friday morning after cops claimed she fell asleep behind the wheel while driving in Georgia. So according to TMZ, cops responded to a call for a driver who'd fallen asleep at the wheel. Officers had a description of the vehicle and were on the lookout and eventually spotted Tiffany pulling into her neighborhood. From there, they stopped the entertainer and arrested her for a DUI and improper stopping on a roadway. The news site notes that the cops believe she'd smoked marijuana, and Tiffany was arrested by Peachtree City PD officers around 4 a.m. Eastern Time and booked for a DUI. However, Tiffany was only in police custody for a few hours. Despite this unfortunate situation, it looks like she even tried to keep her head high as she's seen smiling in her mugshot, and she was. According to records obtained by TMZ, she posted a $1,666 bond to get out of jail around 6:30 a.m. Tiffany Haddish has yet to publicly speak on this incident. I mean, it clearly happened. And Tiffany was definitely smiling in her mugshot. I'm glad to hear that it was just marijuana. Tiffany Haddish doesn't give me drug abuser though. She just gives me wildfire. So I mean, at the end of the day, Tiffany Haddish is like A-list at this point. Like she's very much up there with Kevin Hart. So I mean, maybe she's also exhausted. Like she has to make a lot of appearances. She's always on the go. Is she still hosting for Ellen? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a tired woman. So I mean, while marijuana does make a bitch a little droopy, I don't think that it was entirely the weed. I think she's probably just overworked.
I think she was tired.
Yeah.
And I think she's going through a lot. A breakup. Her grandmother's passing away. Like she is under a lot of stress. And then having to travel back and forth from Atlanta to LA to do the Ellen show. The bitch was tired and she took a nap. They didn't say that she was driving and smoking. They didn't say she was drinking and driving.
Right.
They said that they had a report that her car was pulled over and she was napping. So when they found her, they seen that she was napping. Mm-hmm. Well, she wasn't even napping anymore. She was driving into her neighborhood.
Right.
And they said they smelled smoke in the car. Cops smell everything in the car. So when I got pulled over, they thought they would search my car because I was nervous. They thought I had drugs. No, bitch, I'm nervous because you're a white man with a gun and I'm a Negro.
And we've been seeing what y'all do.
So I think that she didn't look high in the photo.
Yes, she did.
I didn't think she looked high. Her eyes weren't low.
She had time to recuperate.
No, if your eyes low, your eyes gonna be low.
I guess. She looked a little hot at me, but Tiffany always looks a little buzzed to me.
She just look happy.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's just more stand-up material for her.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear it on the Ellen show.
Right. Well, shout outs to Tiffany. Yeah, please be safe.
Yeah, please be safe. Please get well.
To a regular bitch, a DUI is quite a bit of money, but to Tiffany Haddish, it is a penny.
Yeah. Take an Uber next time, Tiff.
A lot of people don't take Ubers, and that's the problem. Like that football player who had his girlfriend with him and was just like super drunk and was like speeding and killed that girl, her dog. He didn't kill anyone else. But like if he would have got an Uber, situation averted. But I don't know. That's something to keep with me in the future. Like, because I think we all like to feel like we're invincible until some shit happens and you're just like, oh my God. But like, don't let that moment be like,
or like, I don't want to leave my car. I drove here. Leave your car.
Leave your fucking car.
Because the overnight pay for the housing of your car at wherever you at versus the DUI or
murder charge
is a lot cheaper.
Yeah. And your conscience would be a lot clearer.
A lot clearer.
So
park at the meter. Uber back before the meter starts running.
Yeah. to all my friends that like to kind of like play Russian roulette, not with that intention, but like I feel like every time you do drink and drive, you are playing Russian roulette. So think about that. Chill out. Number 4.
Number 4.
Sources close to Kim Kardashian and Kanye West address Kanye's claims of not being invited to Chicago's birthday party and says Ye suggested having 2 separate celebrations. Now, I actually did not want to include this in Bitch You Better Read because every time I see Kanye or Kim Kardashian related news, I'm just like, just a press onslaught. Like, they just both like attention. So I'm kind of like, whatever. And Kanye has his album coming out, so I'm very much like, scheme. Earlier yesterday, Kanye West made a video saying that his estranged wife, Kim Kardashian, was keeping him from attending their daughter, Chicago's birthday party. We spoke to sources close to Ye and Kim to get both sides of yesterday's ordeal. Sources close to both Kanye and Kim tell the Shade Room it was Kanye's idea to have 2 separate birthday parties for Chicago. Our source says it was news to Kim when he went on live today to say he didn't have the info and that he wasn't allowed to go when it was his idea to do 2 separate events. Kim at 12 p.m. and Kanye at 4 p.m. Another source shares that Kim, is trying to create boundaries and would like more privacy. It has nothing to do with co-parenting or the kids. In addition, the source claims that the Kardashians have no way of predicting which events he wants to be invited to because Kanye didn't show up to Chicago nor Psalm's birthday last year, nor show up on Christmas Day. They add that Kim has always protected Kanye in an effort to protect the kids by dealing with their issues privately and has never gotten in the way of allowing him to see his kids and makes every effort to give him full access to them, regardless of what he wants the public to believe. Once again, I reiterate, I do not care. Apparently, Travis Scott gave him the address and he ended up at Chicago's birthday party. I mean, I just feel like it's a press run. He has a new album coming out. The same thing happened with Donda and him and Drake. And I don't know.
No, I believe Kanye.
That she wasn't trying to have him there?
I believe it.
I mean, I don't think... I don't know what I believe. I just know I don't care. But go ahead.
I believe because I believe that she and the Kardashians are trying to paint a narrative. And they're trying to paint a narrative for custody reasons. And they're trying to paint a narrative for sake of the Kardashian name and family. I think that Kanye honestly cares about his kids. If you look back at the paparazzi situation that happened, Kanye was trying to get into the home just because North wanted to take North to the room, but he couldn't because security stopped him from going into the home. And that created a scuffle. And Pete was there. And they try to make it seem like Kanye's going irate and all this other stuff. No, any man, period, that's going to take his daughter to her room and somebody that's not your baby mama, a third person like security's trying to stop you from doing that, I'm gonna spaz the fuck out too. Like, who the fuck are you to tell me I can't tuck in my daughter?
Yeah.
I'm gonna spaz out. And then with this situation, from what I'm hearing, because the videos weren't on Kanye's live, they were sent exclusive to Hollywood Unlocked. And he was trying to go to Chicago's birthday. No one on Kim's team or Kim would tell him where the address is. He tried to reach out to Tristan and ask Chloe. Chloe wouldn't tell him until Travis told him. And when he got there, security wouldn't let him in. But Kylie told them he needs to come in because Stormy and Chicago are having a birthday together. So if it wasn't for Kylie and for Travis, he probably wouldn't have been there. And I don't see what the issue is with telling him what the address is to the birthday party for his child. Like, what is that issue?
We don't know how he acts when he gets there. And I'm not siding with the Kardashians.
Do you see the videos?
The lives?
The videos of him just sitting there. He literally just standing there talking to Chris and chilling and having fun. I think that people want to paint Kanye as crazy because he's painted that narrative a little bit in like an hour, just like with Michael Jackson, we put on the mask or when he like would do weird stuff just to create this thing. But I think behind scenes, Kanye is not like that at all. I think he's just a regular smuggler.
That's what I want to hope. And I mean, you know, I have a mistrust or distrust for the Kardashian family as a whole, but to be honest, I don't trust the whole circle, Kanye included. I do obviously want him to be around his children. I don't know. I'm desensitized. I don't care. I only put this in here because a lot of people were talking about it, and I'm just like, we should cover it just so like the people listening can get the details if they want it. But I don't care. I do not care,
And I think if they can keep defending Tristan's cheating ass, then why the fuck they trying to tear down Kanye?
baby.
Because clearly, if he called Tristan to get the address from Chloe, she's still sucking his dick. So let's talk about that.
You know, Chloe is still
Let's
slurping
talk
him
about
down.
Let's talk about that, Kris Jenner.
Oh, I've given them enough energy. Number 5.
Number 5.
And today's shut the fuck up is
Shut the fuck up.
so a surgeon who branded his initials on patients' livers loses his license.
I don't know why.
That's very narcissistic. A surgeon who branded his initials on patients' livers lost his license to operate in the United Kingdom. Of course, this is in the UK. Dr. Simon Bramhall committed the act between February and August 2013. This is so old. And was convicted for common assault in 2017. Bramhall reportedly used an argon beam coagulator to write his initials on the translated livers of patients at the end of their surgeries. According to USA Today, Bramhall's initials were discovered by another doctor who was performing surgery on a patient whose transplant had failed. Awkward. The patient reportedly suffered from mental health issues due to the media coverage and trauma from the incident. Bramhall has pleaded guilty to the crimes and was sentenced to perform community service in addition to a fine of $13,000. Initially, his license was suspended for 5 months, but the case was recently revised and officials from the General Medical Council removed his license from the medical registry. He is also suspended from performing medicine. This person has been suspended from the medical register and may not practice as a doctor in the UK. Bramhall was officially licensed as a doctor in August of 1989 and practiced medicine for over 20 years prior to his suspension. Oh, he's tenured. That's why he's putting his initials. He's like, oh, you fucking with top tier medical aid. I'm the Beyonce of this shit. Everyone's getting an initial.
I don't see what the problem is.
I wouldn't want a doctor's initials on me unwillingly.
Do you like London on the Track?
Do
you like his beats?
They're okay. It depends on the song.
Metro Boomin?
They're okay. It depends on the song.
Do you like DJ Mustard?
Depends on the song.
But at the beginning of what they do, they have their tag and they make hits.
Okay.
So if he's out here saving lives, making hits in people's lives, put his motherfucking tag on it. I did that shit.
I don't.
That's what he's saying. I did this shit.
One of them failed though.
That's me putting my brand on it.
One of them failed.
Okay. London on the Track has some DJ Mustard solo CD did not.
You are not comparing medical transplants to music and producers.
I'm saying that if you want to put your tag on it, put your tag on it.
So you wouldn't mind having somebody's initials on your liver?
Nope.
You are kinkier than I knew.
Put your name on it. Put your name on it. Put your name on it.
That's
what Riri said, right?
You said what?
That's what Riri said.
Yeah.
It's not even birthday. Who, me? Because I want to put my name on it?
Yeah.
I did that.
Definitely.
They're going to see that.
Okay.
When they look at your guts, Kelvin's been in here.
How do they know that?
Because you open.
This is some scary shit.
They brand they brand cows.
They do brand cows.
Okay.
I don't think it's the same.
It is the same. I'm the owner of this liver. I did this. Picasso signed his name on his paintings, right?
It's not the same.
That is the same.
No, it's not.
It's a work of art.
Those are his canvases.
This is his liver work.
No, but it's my liver.
So y'all be mad if Dr. Miami start like stitching like DRMI.
Yes. Most people don't even want people to know it's a BBL.
I want Dr. Miami to stitch his name on my butt. If I do a BBL under my cheek, I want to say done by Dr. Miami.
Okay.
That is a rite of passage. That's like it's like joining a friend. You get to wear the letters now.
BBL
or Dr. Miami. Dr. Miami on the beat. Miami on the butt.
That was all for bitch. You better read.
What's my favorite word?
Dr. Miami on the butt.
Oh my god! And now it is time for.
Speaking, why are you just jumping already?
I know. I'm trying to find. You said it was in order.
It is in order.
All right. Our topic
Go
thing is
up.
different.
Go all the way up.
That's why we need our own. All right. It's time for the topic.
Flashing lights.
Did you feel it? You got shocked and then grooved with it.
I did.
Mm-hmm. So, do you have an idea that you want to talk about for the topic?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about how stupid New Year's resolutions are.
Oh, well, yeah, that's fair. That is fair. All right, kick it off.
I want to talk about how stupid New Year's resolutions are because I feel like what we do with them is trash. I think a lot of times we have good intentions and expectations of things that are unrealistic. I'm going to go to the gym every day. I'm going to write every day. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try to clean eating 100% without actually thinking what that means.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of times we jump into things instead of easing our way into things. So I think New Year's resolutions without plans are actually rather dumb.
I agree. And I think it puts like this unnecessary pressure on yourself to like overperform before you're ready. I think you should like gradually get into these things, like set tangible goals. But you know, that's just a societal thing. Like every year it's my year. And I had a brief conversation about this at the top of the show. Like how every year is your year, which it can be with enough focus. But in terms of like the resolutions, I feel like you may be setting yourself up for failure unless you're one of those people that's very extreme and goes cold turkey about things. So I didn't set any New Year's resolutions this year. I did write some intentions that I just want to accomplish across 2022. There's there's definitive dates for a good portion of them, but I think it's good to strive for something. I do think it's good to strive for something, but I think you have to make it realistic so that way you don't end up being disappointed. Like, so all my new gym heads, I would not make my New Year's resolution that I'm going to work out every day. If you're someone that has not been working out for the last few years, you cannot expect yourself to just fall into an everyday gym routine. Okay. Like, I have just started dabbling in the gym more consistently than ever before. And that shit is still a mental struggle. I have friends that work out consistently and they still have to talk themselves into going to the gym. So like, I'm just saying all this, create tangible resolutions if you must do it at all. You know,
I agree. I think that for people setting goals, I'm not saying don't set the goal. I'm saying set realistic goals. I don't like to do New Year's resolutions for the entire year. If I do one, I'm going to do it for the quarter. So for the first quarter of the year, I want to try to do this. Second quarter, I want to reach this goal. Third quarter, I want to reach this. Fourth quarter, it should be the end of my resolution. So if you do it by baby steps instead of a overall gaping thing, like, oh, I want to go to the gym, I want to lose weight. Okay, great. So what is your plan to go to the gym? Are you going to say, okay, during the first quarter, I'm trying to at least go twice a week and the goal is in 15 pounds by the end of the first quarter. So that's more realistic than saying I'm going to the gym every day. I'm going to run 6 miles in the morning every morning. I'm going to lose 45 pounds by the time of February.
Right.
Valentine's Day. That's unrealistic.
That's fine.
And I think that if we actually sit down and make a plan of action instead of just saying that this is the resolution, then that'd be a little better. But I also hate the resolution part because that makes me think of forefounders and like the Constitution, and that shit didn't work.
I think this is something deeper in you.
It may be.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's thinking that deep.
I think so.
Maybe some like-minded individuals. I don't think that deep.
Welcome to the club.
I don't know if I adopted it. I just heard it. No. But
did you set any goals for this year?
I told myself to. I think I wrote them in my phone, but I told myself to push myself out of my comfort zone some more. Really get into my creative bag. So that means like more freestyle Fridays, but finding a way to elevate them, more dance concepts, but once again, finding ways to elevate them. Working on my health. So trying not to eat as much crap. And I have fallen into a bit of a hole. I worked myself out of it quickly, but like I have fallen into that. And then I really have to revisit that. I've been doing a good job of tackling them though, but I try to make it things that I naturally just want to do. I didn't put anything like too far-fetched on there. Like, what's something that's far-fetched? Find a man. Like, and I only say that's far-fetched because it's not something that I can completely control. I can control how far I push myself out there. I can control what I do with myself creatively or taking care of my mental and physical health. But I cannot just voila, a man into my life. I do believe in manifestation, but like I also believe in divine timing. So, you know, just the things I have control over. What about you?
I have made a goal to have a better work-life play balance.
That's good.
Instead of overworking and not having the time for Kelvin.
Mm-hmm.
Also to be more creative and do things that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like events and doing just more fun stuff for the community. I feel like we don't have a lot of stuff, and I feel like we need more options. So I want to start presenting those things.
Yes. No wonder you wrote me about what you wrote me about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to execute.
Mm-hmm.
That's good though. How do you feel like you've been doing with that so far?
I've been doing well. I have been to the gym. I've either worked out or ran every morning since the 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So I've done some type of something, and that feels good. I'm not letting work stress me.
Mm-hmm.
If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Right.
And then move around.
That's fair.
We'll all move around. The work will get done.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think I've been doing well.
Okay. We love that.
Yeah.
So all my bitches with New Year's resolutions, I wish you the best of luck. Or if you heard this conversation and you feel inspired to cancel them, or just refine them and see what's realistic, so that way you don't set yourself up for disappointment. Because I tell you, once one or two fall off, you're just gonna be like, fuck this list. So you may as well just make it like really easy for yourself, and it's your life. Why make it hard if you don't have to?
Fuck that list, girl. Do you do vision boards?
I have a vision board in my room that I made 2 years ago. I just felt inspired to do it, and I'm not an arts and crafts type of bitch. No, but the vision board is actually very cute. And it's good because it's evergreen in the sense of like, it's all things that are like tangible throughout the course of my life, as opposed to like, it was made in 2020. So like 2020 specific or 2021 specific. Like, no, these are things that I want to see for myself and manifest for myself throughout the course of my lifetime. Mm-hmm. So I love my vision board. I want to make another one. My friends had a really good idea to do it like digitally and have it as like a lock screen. Okay. So you can always look at it. I just have to like put myself in a space to do it, because like I said, I'm not too into the crafty things. But do you have one?
No, I'm not good with arts and crafts. I suck at it. I hate going to the magazine trying to find the words. Oh, I can't find the words, and you got to paste it. That is not me.
You'll be surprised how it comes out though. Like I did it with Dwayne. I think we had like maybe 5 magazines, and the words were just like appearing. The words were just appearing.
Well, maybe I need to like be like, okay, I'm all in. But for me, no, I have not. I've never been like the vision board person. I write things down. I write things small goals, and try to execute them that way. But I think in my mind, I have what I want to accomplish, and I keep telling myself that every day.
That's good.
So yeah.
I mean, everything isn't for everybody. If you do find yourself doing it, I would say make the experience fun for you. Like if you want to order food, if you want to drink wine, and if you want to like, say you wanted to like invite Breon into it, Lavelle, Mimi, like
no,
the gang. Okay.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
All right. Fuck them hoes.
Fuck them hoes. Fuck them.
You was stupid.
No, I just think that I think a vision board works for certain people, and for me, it just does not. That's not the thing. Because for me, if I put it up, it's going to become wallpaper, and I'm going to just forget it. I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to be like, oh, that's what I aspire to do every day. Like, no, it's not. That's not how my mind operates and works. So for me, it's better for me to say it every morning, or to have an active plan of action, rather than like to say, okay, this is what I want, because I know what I want. I have an idea what I want. How do I get it? Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, I think it's about knowing yourself. And like for me, like I have things posted all around the room, and now it's become decoration, so I don't necessarily pay attention to it. But my mom did tell me to, like, she asked me if I had a vision board, and she was like, look at it and like really like cement it in your mind. And I just have to consciously go do it. But when I do it, I'm like, oh wow, first off, you did a great job with this vision board. And then 2, you know, oh wow, this is all the things you want to accomplish. And there's still more I want to add to it, but I do like that I have like a roadmap to just look at and be like, And it's also really cute. So I'm just mostly proud of myself for that. Because like I said, I'm not an arts and crafts type of bitch. But yes, that was all for the topic. And now it is time for the question of the day.
Question.
I didn't come up with a question of the day.
Okay, I have one.
Okay.
If you could erase 3 things from your past, what would they be? To get a clean record, like your record was expunged, these 3 things were taken off, what would it be?
I would Erase the time we had sex.
Okay.
I
would.
would. Just made things awkward.
Yeah. But you like being choked.
So I would erase that. We never had sex. I'm just being an ass.
We haven't had sex, guys.
What would I erase from my past? I feel like certain things needed to happen, but if I could erase it, I would definitely erase my time. The time where I lost my car. Like if I still had that car, I would be so happy. But I guess I needed to learn like car etiquette. So I'm grateful and I'll know what to do next time around. I think there are some opportunities that I may have passed up for like self-doubt or something that I wish I could like go back and just apply. Even if I didn't get it, just like the not knowing of me choosing to pass up things. I don't want that anymore. And then I wouldn't get rid of any past relationship stuff because that was all valuable information. I wouldn't get rid of like homelessness because I needed that. I don't know. Like, I don't have many regrets in life so far. Like, sometimes, like, if I say something, I'm like, damn, I wish I didn't say that. But nothing, like, extremely detrimental. Mm-hmm. What about you?
If I could erase anything, I probably would erase maybe some of the stupid mistakes I made in college and co-laws, like not taking internships or not applying to those at the time.
Yeah.
I'll probably erase those moments like, I'll be okay. I'll just do it later. Me being dumb. I probably would also erase maybe a year in Kentucky at WKU. Like I would not have stayed the extra year. Because that would have been dumb. I would erase that.
Oh, you would have saved money too.
Yeah.
Are you paying your student loans actively?
No, Biden and Jesus.
I mean, I agree. I was just asking.
And the government comes for me. The school here.
Right.
And then I'll probably just erase a lot of self-doubt that I had. Like when I first moved here. Or the idea that, okay, I need to be grounded a little bit more before I do this. I'll erase that.
Yeah. Yeah. The procrastination.
Because I'm realizing that shit don't matter.
No.
You hit the ground running, you run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Those are good.
Yeah.
Those are really good. Yeah, I think that's a blessing. I don't think about it too often, but I don't have many regrets. I think I have passed up on opportunities due to just like low self-confidence or self-doubt. Mm-hmm. And all of that I regret because I do believe that you should go for everything that you feel like you're a good candidate for. Because you may just land it. Yeah. You never know.
I think the fear of it all, the fear of failing, I would definitely erase those things. Because I know that I had a lot of things that I could have done, but I was afraid of failing, or I didn't want to go by myself, or I didn't want to do this.
Right.
Like, if I go back, I'll probably erase those doubts. I'm like, boy, take your ass up there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got. I was about to say, like, some people have tried to have sex, and I was like, no. But I don't regret that.
My body count?
I don't regret that.
I would erase somebody from my body count.
Somebody or somebody's?
Somebody.
I'm not gonna start that conversation because I don't want to open the door for it to be who I think it is.
What are you thinking?
It's not.
It's not.
S.
Oh. Why would you cover the camera and just say the letter?
I don't know. S.
What?
I didn't say I was the smartest cookie in the bunch.
I probably would erase that whole. No, that taught me a lot. Mm-hmm. That did teach me some things.
These are the valuable lessons.
But I would delete the sex. But the relationship, it taught me some things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Certain things are just like milestones or growing pains, and you got to go through them. So yes, no regrets, all 2022 and beyond. And that was all for the question of the day.
Question.
He was singing. And now it is time for If I Told You That. So today's If I Told You That is, what would you do? Okay, I wanted to like change this and make it more high stakes. What would you do if you were in a college final exam and you cannot graduate if you do not pass this test, and your best friend asked you for the answer to a question during an exam when the teacher was not looking, but there's TAs around you as well. If you get caught, you both lose the test and you will not graduate.
I'll give my friend the answer.
Okay.
Because I feel like my friend will understand a secret code or secret language. And I would try to deliver the answer in a way that only we will understand.
Okay. On the hush, of course.
On the hush. So maybe before we went in, I would be like, okay, like if you need an answer, cough, right? And I'm going to look. And I want you to signal like what number it is. So it's like, achoo. And it was like 34. And then like, if I cough 3 times, that's C. I cough once is A. Cough twice is B.
Oh God! Talk about multiple choice on top of multiple choice.
Yeah, but we have to have a plan,
right? It has to be so clear cut.
Yeah,
I think that's good.
But I'll risk it. Go ahead, best friend. And then we both get our GEDs. So here we are.
You are stupid.
Get her GED.
No, I would help my best friends out. Like I'm really like goody two shoes about a lot of shit because I'm just like I don't like. Academically, I never played around with shit like that. Like you're going to make sure that I'm going to make sure I graduate or I pass this class. Like I don't even get down like that. But if one of my best friends needed it, I'm not going to deprive them of that because I need to see my bitches graduate.
Yeah.
So yeah. As much as I want to be like, girl, no, go to hell, teacher. I can't leave my friends out in the cold. So yeah. I feel like we are blowing through this episode.
Yeah, you blew it.
I did a great job, bitch. While you were on public transportation sucking homeless dick, I was here initiating conversation and holding the show down by myself for 10 to 15 minutes.
Wow, homeless penis.
Yeah, well, we know you don't aim for the skies. And that was all for If I Told You That. So, Kelvin, do you have a uniquely speaking for us today?
I do. It's about how to suck homeless dick.
Okay.
This is for Rachel, you big, fat, white, nasty, smelling, fat bitch. Why you took me off the motherfucking schedule with your trifling, dirty, white, racist ass, big, fat bitch.
All right, so it's really interesting. When's the last time you actually earned something?
What?
Actually, like earned.
I earn every day.
You earn every day?
Every day.
I don't earn every day.
A lot of this generation does not iron.
Yeah, there's a lot of times I just throw things in the dryer.
Yes, I'm the unpopular opinion I've learned.
I sometimes I just throw things in the dryer and hope for the best. And if the wrinkles come out, they come out. If not, oh well, I'll wear it. It's what it is. But this morning, there were clothes in the dryer, so I was not able to throw my shirt in the dryer. I had to actually take out the iron and the ironing board and actually press the heat to the shirt to get the wrinkles out. And
wasn't it exhilarating?
It was a little bit. It's like, oh wow, to see the process of actually having a crisp shirt where sometimes it just wouldn't be as crisp and it'd just be warm.
Right.
And that made me think about how we sometimes do life. A lot of times when life is hard or life gets a little wrinkly or we don't know what's going on or it's not everywhere it needs to be, we are so quick to find the quickest solution, which is to throw it in the dryer to make a fast solution to a temporary problem go away really fast. But sometimes the wrinkles all don't fall out or it's not as pressed as it could be. But if we actually took the time to do the work and actually took the time to iron out those issues, no matter how hot it may be from that steam, or how much work you may be going back and forth when the arm and the exercising is, it's all going to be worth it because at the end of the day, the wrinkles in those streaks won't be there anymore. And I think that sometimes we need to iron out those issues in our life. We need to actually do the hard work, stand under the heat and let the wrinkles fall out of our lives instead of just finding a quick fix and throwing it in the dryer. So this year, I think I'm going to try a little bit better at ironing out those issues rather than trying to find a quick fix and throw it inside of the dryer and just trying to make a super speed cycle, just do what it needs to do just to freshen up the shirt. No, I'm going to put it on the ironing board, set out the ironing board, plug in the iron, let it heat up and apply pressure. to get those things out of my life that I don't want.
Yeah.
And I think that that's something that we all should be doing this year. Applying pressure and applying a little heat so we get those wrinkles out of our life. And that's my uniquely speaking.
That was good.
I think
That was good.
sometimes it just, it's like,
I was having this conversation with a few people, and then it was like a debate on social media, like how many people actually iron. But then like I realized some people have like steamers, which is still an effective way of getting the wrinkles out. But then like
I feel like steaming is longer than ironing.
it's more of a process. And then on top of it, you have a chance of getting water spots.
Yeah.
Because there's like, I mean, there's water in both, but you get it. But I realized that the most popular opinion was the whole throw it in the dryer thing. I mean, I'm not really knocking anyone's thing. I think for me, my mom built a habit in me every day, and she was just like, you need to be ironing. And I do not play about ironing now.
Because Tawanda will iron every day.
My mom too.
Or the day before.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to be like, hey, Mom, can you iron my clothes? When I went home, it's like, Mom, can you?
Oh, this past time?
Yeah. Mom, can you iron my shirt? It's like, give it here.
Of course she did. I mean, my mom would wake me up and be like, go iron. And as annoying as it was when I was younger, like now I will not, like if my iron does not work, I will have an iron by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like I don't play about that. And it's like, some people will be like, oh, my shirts are tight enough and da 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 da. I will still find a wrinkle in it. And that irks me.
Well, I like oversized stuff now. So I have to iron.
To a degree, I do too. But like
also growing up in a multi with siblings, you in one shower, y'all share one shower, so you have to rotate, this person in the shower while this person irons, and this person's doing this while this person's doing that, so you kind of learn how to like just adjust and things like that. People always are shocked that I get ready so fast. I'm like, what the fuck are you taking so long in the bathroom for? You look the exact same. You really didn't do nothing amazing. Like,
track them.
Like, no, like I think it's because I grew up with 3 boys in the house. Like we had to get ready. So we don't have all that time and luxury just to be sitting around and doing whatever. Like people need to get in the bathroom. People need to just iron. So like, let me get in, let me do what I need to do and come out and look amazing.
How long does it take you to get ready in the morning?
Depends. If I say it probably takes me about 15 to 20 minutes to get ready in the morning. And most of that is in the shower. I'm trying to figure out what I want to wear. It may be 30 minutes if I don't know what I want to wear. But a lot of times
you're better than me.
A lot of times I'm like, oh, I haven't worn this in a while. Or sometimes I will sit there and like, A lot of times just throw some shit on. I found those are the best outfits.
Yes, when they don't take too much thought and you're just like, oh, but then you're like, damn, if I wasn't going somewhere today, this would have been a good outfit for going somewhere.
Yeah.
But then I just saved them for later.
Yeah.
But
one of my former friends has a song, and it's the first line is sometimes our very best dressed days are the days we don't try.
I agree. It takes me an hour to get ready.
Really?
Every single time.
Is there like shower included?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, and I think all of my friends know this about me. Like, very like, if you're going to get ready, start now, because I will do that whole routine. Sometimes I can expedite it and like chop it down to 45, but it's going to be 45 to an hour. I just have things to do. Like I have to wash my face. I have to like remove oil from my skin. Like it's just a whole thing.
How long is your skincare routine? Like I literally, it's either soap or scrub, toner. No, excuse me. Soap or scrub, toner, moisturizer, serum.
I think it has to be like 10 to 15 minutes because I like lather my face in soap, then floss, then brush my teeth as the soap is sitting in my face.
So I brush my teeth and floss first. And then I wash my face.
I just try and get it going at the same time so I can ensure that the soap has had time to like really get into my skin. And then from there, like the flossing, the teeth brushing, the mouthwash, the tongue scraping, then hop into the shower, come out.
I do all that after the shower.
Oh, really? No, I think it's just a routine.
Yeah.
It's just whatever's comfortable for you.
Shower first, then get out and do my facial cleansing, and then coconut oiling, then finding clothes.
I typically iron before I get into the bathroom.
I don't.
Like, because in that way, I don't like to be out the shower like cold for too long. And then like once I get out the shower, I have to moisturize. And I try not to. I do all the teeth part of my routine and face part of my routine before I get in the shower, because you know how like water just drips and then your floor be wet. I do not like that. I do not like that.
I'll dry off.
I do too, but for some reason, but I have a lot of hair, and that's where the water comes from.
It's probably the longest of the process, so that's why it's the last part.
You also have clothes everywhere.
I don't have clothes.
Well, not now. Not now. Yeah, baby.
Now it's a lot more organized.
I didn't know how you were finding outfits before.
Yeah, now it's like it's a lot better. I've grown up.
It's growth.
My favorite thing is the growth for me. It's 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 the growth for me. Did you grow? 'Cause I grew.
I hate that there's enough time in that sound effect for you to make songs.
Oh, it's 2 minutes.
It's really long.
It's a full song.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mm. I love that you love it.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for listening to this episode of the Get Right Radio Show with the baddest bitch on the block and Kelvin Unique Buyers.
The baddest bitch in Kelvin.
That's why I put all three names to make it sound full. You need a moniker.
And Kelvin.
You need a moniker.
This is my moniker. Hi.
How do I express that audibly?
They seen it visually.
All right, well, it's about that time.
I'm ready to get the fuck ASAP after this shit.
What have we learned today?
We have learned that you will wear your nipples out for a special occasion. COVID can make you shrink 1.5 inches, so that means wear your mask and vaccinated. Also learned that if you find yourself high and need to sleep, pull into a hotel parking lot or the rest stop and find you to sleep and don't drive home, because clearly cops don't care if you were sleeping or not. And let people see their children. That's what I learned today.
They're not a harm to them.
Yeah.
I have learned that COVID will shrink your manhood, and some of you guys are gonna need pumps.
Oh wow.
And I wish you the best of luck with that.
Wow.
I will reiterate what I said earlier to any men that I engage with like that: wear a fucking mask. Cause no. And then what else have I learned today? I've learned that I've also known this because like
I haven't learned.
Like I'm one of those people, like when I had a car, I was playing Russian roulette, and I didn't think of it as Russian roulette. It's just like that feeling of being invincible because we're young and we got like God is good and all this stuff. But it's just better safe than sorry to like, so all my people out there with cars and stuff, like just know your limits. And if you reach that limit, just park it. Just park it. I promise you the car will be fine. God forbid it gets towed. I know that feeling. But it's better that than something really extreme. God forbid. I hope you guys all get where you're going. Safe and sound. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. What else have I learned today? I've been reminded that, no, I did learn you can't put your initials on people's livers. I mean, me and Calvin just don't see eye to eye on that. But like, you know, it just depends. It just depends on the person that you're dealing with.
When you were in school, you turned in your paper.
It's not the same,
when
Calvin.
You were in school.
It's not
when
the same.
You were in school and you turned in your paper. Did you ever turn your paper in without your name on it?
Yes, sometimes. And teachers would ask, "Whose is this?"
Whose is this?
But once the liver is in your body, who was asking that?
But if your name was on that paper, you wouldn't have to know. And you were very proud of that work, right?
Yes.
Exactly. He's very proud of his work. He can't turn in an assignment without his name on it.
It can be turned in because it's just a liver transplant.
And if he did the work, why not put your name on it?
One failed, so I don't know if he should be proud of that. I've also learned that the Spears family needs to heal and stop sharing all this stuff publicly. But, you know, it seems like Brittany has a very trifling circle of people around her, so she's just going to let the girls have it. And yeah, that's been pretty much it. As always, I would like to thank you guys for listening to this episode of the Get Right Radio Show. If you would like to keep up with me, feel free on IG at The World According to Eric, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Eric Devante, TikTok at Eric Devante Russell 3.
And you can find me, Kelvin Unique, at Kelvin Unique, KelvinEunique on your Instagram. Flip that to Unique Kelvin on your Twitter. And make sure you follow the Get Right Radio Show on Instagram, the Get Right Radio Show on Instagram. And then download the Good News Radio app, the Good News Radio app, so you can listen to this episode back. And then also one of our old episodes, our very first episodes on there. Scroll all the way back.
The 4 Loco episode.
Scroll all the way back and listen to that.
Baby, a time.
Yeah.
Watch out. Then you'll appreciate the growth. But yeah, as always, I hope you got right.
That's right. Get right and get it.
Bitch, you better get right.
It's the clap for me.
Gotta celebrate yourself. You must celebrate